This is NWCN. Northwest news and weather 24 hours a day. Now, Northwest News First Edition.
This morning on First Edition, a rising death toll in the Oso landslide. We have the latest numbers just released by officials. Then some rattled nerves. An earthquake shakes parts of the Northwest. Hear from people who felt it. And punching their ticket to the playoffs, Blazers fans will need to move fast for tickets to see the first round action. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to First Edition. I'm Stephen Kilbreath in for Cam Johnson today on this Monday, April 7th. First, we're going to get things started with a check on the weather with Keisha Burns, and I think we're going to like how the Northwest is shaping up today.
Absolutely.
New numbers out this morning in the Oso landslide. The Snohomish County Medical Examiner confirms 33 people have now died, with 30 of them being positively identified. This comes as crews work to control the Stillaguamish River. The soggy debris field is making the recovery effort very difficult. The Army Corps of Engineers will help build a berm to reduce flood impact and also allow crews to reach a soggy part of the landslide search area.
We expect to have the berm completed in about a week. It could vary because there's still a lot of unknown site conditions. We haven't been able to see what's under the water out there.
At last check, 13 people are still considered missing. The Secretary of Homeland Security says more federal help is on the way for landslide victims. He toured the debris field yesterday. He says federal aid will include temporary housing and rental assistance. Another big slide could be shaping up in a different part of Snohomish County right now. People along a road near Index have been cut off for months. A large part of Hillside is sliding toward the Skykomish River, and we've now learned the county recently warned everyone to get out. King 5's Jake Wittenberg has the latest. Well, homeowners are now considering a bridge over the river on the other side of the slide. The county executive signed a proclamation of emergency, but there's no way to predict when or if a slide like the one in Oso could happen. This morning, a small mudslide is closing State Route 7 just west of Eatonville, Washington. This is near Ohop Valley Road at milepost 31. This slide is smaller than the one that closed the same road last month. Most of the debris landed in a roadway ditch. Officials warn drivers to follow detours. Geologists there are saying that they're going to be out today to check the stability of the rest of the hillside. New this morning, authorities are investigating a house fire that killed a 3-year-old boy in western Washington. Bellevue police say a passerby spotted the smoke and called 911 overnight. When firefighters arrived, they could see flames shooting from the home. The boy's mother and her roommate escaped safely from a window, but the little boy was upstairs. Firefighters got him out and rushed him to the hospital, where he later died. And right now, authorities are trying to figure out what caused that fire. Another tragic story about a 5-year-old girl who died after a car crash in Idaho. The car slammed into a utility pole over the weekend in Lapue after the driver lost control around a curve. Police say no one in the car wore a seatbelt, and medics took the driver and 2 children to a hospital where the 5-year-old girl later died. Idaho State Police plan to recommend criminal charges in that case. Well, lots of people are still talking this morning about a 3.3 magnitude earthquake that shook Oregon. News Channel 8's Brenda Braxton joined us now with that story and more.
Blazers.com to get them. And don't you know, Stephen, they are going to be going fast.
Yes.
Back to you this morning.
Yeah, well, sure. It's been a while since the playoffs. That's true.
Yeah,
no, that's
excited.
Cool. Moda Center's going to be rocking. Thanks, Brenda.
You got it.
It appears something big is brewing in Seattle today. In a string of tweets, talk show host Ellen DeGeneres hinted about a surprise coming to the University of Washington. Her latest tweet reads, "Seattle's best and I are going to be looking for some of Seattle's best. If you ever wanted to be on my show, clear your schedule." And in a tweet late last week, Ellen wrote, "I hope you're planning a great weekend if you are near UW Seattle. Get lots of rest because I may have a surprise for you on Monday." The show is expected to release more details on Twitter later today. Raise your glass. Today is National Beer Day. Beer is the 3rd most popular drink in the world after water and tea. And on this day, back in 1933, President Franklin Roosevelt moved toward ending prohibition by allowing people to brew and